Namaste, I JV'N AZMAT FARUKI from the Faculty of Education and Methodology. In the last class, we have discussed the Great Gatsby, which was written by F. Scott Fitzgerald. We have started the novel. We have started the background of the age. Okay, so in this series, we came to the Harlem Renaissance. So before move further, I think we should revise for once so that you can get the whole idea what was done in the last class. So before starting the Great Gatsby, which was written by F. Scott Fitzgerald, so the whole novel is based on, like, the whole novel covers the essence of the age. Okay, so before started the novel, we have to go through the background of the age. So as we have already discussed that what is American dream, so it's kind of a it's a the concept in which that people were believing that if they are hardworking, so only then they can get the success, okay, or the prosperity and the success throughout hard work and determination and initiatives. These are the main components of American dream. Okay, so people were believing that first of all, the prosperity, the richness, okay, the lavish life is very important. So because of that, they started working hard. Okay, but the one downfall, which the loophole was there, that people were paying attention only and only on the prosperity, okay, the money. So because of that, the theme, like the concept of American dream came to the light, because people were so much get into the thing in that only money is important, okay, to survive in the society. Sorry. So opportunity and mobility, the idea that everyone has the chance to improve their social and economic status through hard work and perseverance, often symbolized by the concept of upward society mobility. Okay, so they were so much clutched into the thing in opportunity, that they believe that everyone must have the chance to improve their social status. Okay, it's not compulsory that if you born in a poor family, so you remain poor throughout your life. Okay, so you should have one opportunity so that you can build yourself. Okay, third is individualism and self-reliance. So people started believing that through individual personality, okay, if you are rely on your own on guts, okay, so only that you will get the success. So success is important thing at that age. Okay, success and money is very important to survive in the society. So they believe the individual is are responsible for their own success. So the feeling of responsibility, sense of responsibility was there, right? Because they thought if you are successful and if you are facing failure in your life, so it's totally your responsibility. Okay, there is no one is there that to whom you can say that because so and so reason and because so and so person we have survived so much. So the sense of responsibility and self-reliance and individualism is very important. Self-reliance and personal responsibility are the central tenets where individual encouraged to take initiative and shape their own destinies. Okay, so we are the creator of our own destiny. They think their mentality was what was their mentality, that if whatever is happening with us, it's just because ourself. Okay, if something is good happening with us, and whatever is happening with us is totally because of our responsibility. Okay, so whatever is happening is, it's totally our responsibility to take it right. Now, material prosperity. So as we have discussed that financial success, home ownership and comfortable lifestyle. Okay, so through these keywords you can get the idea that material prosperity, what is the material prosperity? If you have money, so you must have a grand house, right? And you may have, you know, several cars, so that you can travel throughout the city. Okay, so you have a sufficient amount so that you can travel through one country to another, right? So how money is important at that time. And materialistic thing, and if you have like a comfortable job should be there, and financial success is very important. So these are the component of American dreams. Okay, if you are trying to get the idea what is American dream, so these are the main components which you have to go through. Okay, you must have keep in your mind that if we are talking about American dreams, so these are the things we should always have a way. So it often includes owning a house, having a steady job, enjoying financial security. So if you are able to get the money and get your own house, you living your you know prosper life, then only you can get the financial security. Because of the financial security, if you have the financial security, you can do everything you want. Now, optimism and hope. So the American dream embodies the sense of hope and optimism, possibility, and promote the idea of future holds the potential of better life regardless the current changing individual face. Okay, so a theme of optimism and hope was drastically, you know, emerged at that time, because people are so much optimistic in your approach that if you have like you must have optimist view so that you can build your own life. While the American, okay, next is we have discussed till here. In Jay's age, we got the idea that because of Jay's age, it is a kind of you know culture and social transformation, which like in which the rise of jazz music was emerged. Okay, so because of the jazz music, people were at that time people were having a grand parties in which the jazz music was very prominent. So jazz music was a symbol of, you know, which the highly and stable prosper man was there. Okay, so there American culture, this period was also characterized by the significant change of lifestyle, social norms and values. Okay, so it shows the change from change which like we it shows the change in lifestyle and social norms in America. Okay, in Harlem Renaissance, what we have discussed, that it's an artistic movement which took place in Harlem, New York. That's why the name is Harlem Renaissance. Sorry, during 1920s. Okay, so it was a time of it was a time where African and Afro-American writers were you know gained recognition, and influenced the American culture. So through their writing and their you know their contribution in culture, they build the American culture itself. Okay, so what was this? We have discussed Zora Neale Hudson. These were the prominent figure of that time of Harlem Renaissance. Roaring 20s. Now, what was Roaring 20s? So the 1920s are referred to as Roaring 20s because of the exuberant, fast-paced lifestyle, particularly in urban centers. This period was characterized by a sense of economic excess, technological innovations, and cultural experiments. Okay. Uh, so through this word roaring 20s, first of all, it was famous because it was famous at the time of 1920s. Okay. So why we address them roaring 20s? Because people of that particular time was very, you know, as we have discussed, that they were very infatuated by the prosperity, okay, materialistic thing. Second thing is that their lifestyle was, uh, uh, we can say the fast track lifestyle they were following, and particularly they were existent in urban areas. Okay. So people were very advanced at that time, that they were so much, a boom in the in their life. Okay. The boom of, you if we say, just like, uh, right now how young generation are, getting all these things, like, they are getting so much into the new lifestyle, they are adopting so many things so fastly. Sense of economic excess, the economic excess was there. Okay. Technological innovation was there, and they were getting all these things as like in a fastest mode. Okay. So cultural experimentation was also there. People embraced modernity, including new fashion trends, jazz dancing, as we have discussed, that how jazz music was influencing. Jazz music, if you have ever, go through the, yeah, if you ever heard jazz music, you will see a it was like a very party kind of a song. Okay. So which symbolize what, that we have to live to the fullest. Okay. Only we can just live one, just live like you are here for one day. Okay. So to live fullest is the main theme of jazz dancing, such as Charleston, and the new form of entertainment like cinema. So cinema was also emerging, and dancing, like dancing, which was also included in culture, but cinema was also emerging at that particular time. So changing gender roles of and women's right, the J's age marked the period when women gained more rights, most notably with the 19th Amendment in 1920s, granting women the right to vote. Okay, so this is the important thing, that role of genders was uh, uh, important in 1920s. Why? Because of like, if we start the J's age, which was marked by age of women, because in J's age we have we have to live to the fullest. Okay. We have some rights. Okay. And we have some kind of, the like, we must live our life according to ourselves, individualism. So which, these are the things which, influence the women to get the more rights. Okay. So in that particular time, they were women are not having the right to do votings. Okay. So there were no right for women, they cannot vote. Okay. So in 1920s, they this age given them the right to vote, and women also began to entering the workforce in greater number of, which become more visible in public life. So now what happened, women have started to come to the uh, workplace, and the flapper symbolizing the new freedom and changes challenges the traditional gender roles. So through these all these things, what we have we got the idea that how gender roles are forming. at that time, because uh, before 1920s, uh, uh, women does not have did not have the proper right to do anything, and a kind of freedom they get in the 1920s. So this was all about the background of the age before we have started the um, novel Great Gatsby. So in the novel you will find all these things, and then only you can analyze that how a character form according to the form through from in the age, and how they got the tragic ending in the last. Okay, so in the next class we will discuss the whole novel The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald, and then you will get the whole idea. Till then,